welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, prepared for the 5th competition with 193 EP hit starts and of course all the factories filled with items and warehouse filled with all the event items. Going to collect all the golds that I can so we can upgrade the capacity of the train as usual. And then of course preparation work, make sure all the items in the factories are filled with input and output tray all done, and of course more importantly are the event items. The event items are really something that most of the time you will be expected to deliver during the competition itself. So preparation work really has a lot to do, and one day is sometimes really very tight. A lot of the items all rises from the two raw materials there. Then we're gonna bring it back to the event factory and let it run around the clock, get it all churned out into other commodities whereby you can convert into more event items. So this is something that we have been constantly doing throughout this one full day of preparation. I hope you have done well in the last competition, and probably this competition will close up the 1000 event badges, so you can get your legendary, or if you already gotten your legendary, congratulations. For me, I'm just missing about 50 badges itself, just because I didn't manage to get first in the last competition. We managed to get like 3 seconds and 1/3. So far we accumulated about 950 event badges, just 50 shy from 1000 before we can collect the legendary train itself. And I'm working hard towards getting another epic train that will allow me to complete one legendary, one epic, and one rare. Then of course we'll be working extremely hard for two things. One is the common train, and last but not least the windmill, whereby it's definitely a plus of 80 population to your warehouse expansion plan. So a lot of times I've encountered problems in the last competitions due to rare train requirement delivery. So I'm trying my best here to get rare parts, salvage those rare parts from the duplicate rare trains. I hardly wanted to dismantle any rare trains, but given the fact that we really needed those rare parts, I'm going to prepare first to upgrade this train here. It's 28 capacity. Hopefully this would do us good. I'm trying to have it even out in terms of the train types. Rare and diesel, rare steam, and rare electric. So I understand in terms of sometimes the requirement could be quite harsh, whereby they require triple restrictions, i.e. region 6 rare electrics. Then I was left with 2. But the good thing is that the capacity is slightly higher. So even with 2 is about the capacity that I have for the rest of the 2 types, which is diesel and steam. So that is just region 6. Expanding into the capacity of region 5 maybe consideration for later. I think priority definitely given to the region 6 trains, because region 6 trains will be brought forward if I enter into region 7. Competitions normally asking for the current region and the previous region, so definitely the priority will be given to the current region. Of course it may be relatively cheaper to upgrade a previous region train compared to current region, but that said, again a lot of time you're going to be saving up for one expansion. What I'm targeting to do is really to beef up the rare trains, although by right my objective is to beef up one legendary to the 80 capacity, but I stopped at about 60 or 61. Alright, I'll just speak later. Alright, here it's more peaceful to speak right now. So I said I stopped the legendary at 60 or 61 is because I wanted to up the capacity of the rare trains that I have. Those noisy trains. Alright, so so the experience I have so far in competitions are all delayed in progress was due to rare trains because of the tiny capacity of each rare train. Unlike the legendary trains, the capacity is so much larger. So I was thinking that I just focus a lot more for the sake of probably the rest of the competitions. So I just wanted to get it done. We don't know that probably we're left with two more, the 5th and the 6th competition before the end of this Save the Earth event. Then I'm going to focus back into building the capacity of one of the legendary from 61 to 80, the 19 expansion, and you know how much it would cost for just one expansion, right? So probably it may take me all the way to the end, almost the end of the this whole region 6 before I manage to upgrade it to the fullest. So that's the way. And of course, once I manage to upgrade to the fullest, that's a huge amount of gold difference collections. Currently at 61 is collecting like 1000 over gold, which is relatively a lot compared to the other regions, especially region 1 is only about 180. And then of course region 5, the nearest one, is about near to I think 900 or so. So that's as we progress further, more and more gold will be generated from the town. Then with more regions, definitely currently I think we've about 3000 odd per 4 hourly basis, but of course I got to minus off the sleeping time. So in a day itself, I would say probably can collect 3 times or so. So that's about less than 10,000 or near to 10,000 around that region. So we know that every upgrade costs about 3,000 plus to 4,000 sometimes. So it means that every day you may be able to expand 2 capacity. Given that context, easily it takes me a month just to get it done and over with that legendary. So that's it, what we're going to prepare right now. You can see a lot of iron, actually copper ore. So copper is really a subcomponent of your event items. You know, steel, copper, nails, these are the subcomponents that will mix together with the event items, raw materials. Then you can build all the rest of the event items. So you by now you should already know these are the subcomponents. So make sure you prepare a lot of them, and you know that copper takes half an hour to prepare one set. So it's really good that you have a full range of copper waiting for you to collect at the same time in a good trade, so that you don't waste time. You like, although it's only 5 minutes strict, but you know that every minute counts in competitions. So meanwhile, trying to fill the other factories likewise, the nails and whatnot. Oh yeah, the building material is also something that we ask for quite frequently during competition. So this is another item I got to make sure I have before we go off to do some dispatch. You all know that I will not lock in probably to the next day, given the fact that we tried out the locking in only 1 hour late. I can't get back the same result of seconds, so must as well have a good night's sleep and then start 12 hours later and probably get back the same result. So probably we'll meet Mosky again, but that's it. I think it's better than not sleeping, and it's really tiring. And you know, the results is probably we gain more event keys, but in terms of event badges it's the same. And I'm not so concerned anymore. Initially was quite concerned in terms of ranking because we may not get that 1000 event badges, but now we're just shy of 50, so I believe we should be able to get it done in the next competition. So I'm slightly more relaxed, and definitely I think the event keys are making good progress. So I believe by the end of competition 5 or the 5th competition, we should have that epic train out as well. So then it boils down towards that common train as the last competition item, and probably we can close off with that special building with that extra 48 hours of job. So in generally everything progressing well. We should get all the 5 trains and a special building. This is a hopeful point, of course. Alright, so it's slightly more quiet right now. So I hope that you have prepared well for this 5th competition. And of course, do remember to collect all the gold and watch those videos to collect the gem. I've saved up about 25, just good for one day of additional dispatcher. So probably the upcoming will be a 2 days competition. So by starting 12 hours late, I'll be left with 1.5, and by having an additional 1 day additional dispatcher will make good progress. Alright, thank you for watching. Good luck.